Hello, everybody. Welcome to Talk About House. I'm Todd.
I'm Juana.
Okay, so jobs report just came out for May, and so today's video, we're going to talk about how unemployment affects foreclosures, home prices, housing crash, the whole thing.
Okay.
Okay? All right. So here's the headline. Jobs report, U.S. economy adds 339,000 jobs in May, crushing expectations. This is the third month in a row, the number of jobs that were created. Now, a created job has to be created and someone has to take it. Okay. So let's talk about that first. The popular belief is that we're in a recession, people are getting fired left and right, and nobody can afford to buy a house, right?
Well, that is a popular perception, or at least that's what the Crash Bros are selling.
Okay.
The truth is a little different.
Okay, what about the people who are saying, yeah, but the jobs that are losing are the $1 million a year tech jobs, and these 339,000 jobs, they were all minimum wage, farm workers picking cotton or whatever.
Okay, so these are non-farm jobs. Let's start with that.
Well, McDonald's, Burger King. There's 300. There are not that many. I mean, there's not McDonald's. I don't think employs that many people nationally. But that's usually the thing people say is these are, or they're second jobs. Oh, they're just people have to take second jobs. The economy is so bad right now.
Okay, so these are real jobs for real people, and the economy is growing. That's really the bottom line.
Okay.
And as a matter of fact, it's growing at a pace that may actually give the Fed something to look at.
Yeah, so the Fed said we're biased to hold rates steady in June. No, wait, don't they skip June and do July?
I don't remember.
I think they skipped this month. Anyway, the next time they meet, the Fed Open Market Committee meets, they said, hey, we're biased to do it. But now the percentage is like there's a 35% chance that they'll raise their rates, and there's like a 65%. Because this was a little hotter than the expectation. It was like 100 and something thousand jobs.
Right. So there's a lot going on in the economy, and which is good for people on the one hand, but on the other hand, the Fed is watching this, and the chances of the Fed increasing rates one more time is also increasing because the job numbers were much better than expected. Not only that, but wages were better than expected.
Yeah, they went up like 0.3 or 0.4%.
They did.
Month over month.
Yeah, they did. And so that goes toward inflation, and that's what the Fed is trying to stamp out.
Yeah.
So there is probably a good chance that the next time the Fed meets, they will bump interest rates one more time. There is also the possibility that they may actually refrain from doing that and give it one more month, and then take a look at it. But I just haven't seen the Fed do that in the last 18 months. So my personal opinion is that it's more likely than not that they will bump interest rates.
Okay, this is now I have a really cool chart that I made.
Okay.
So I'm not going to show it yet. You have to stick around for the chart. But the chart is very powerful because I was looking at a chart and I thought, I wonder how it would compare to this other chart. So I put the two charts together. And it's very rudimentary. But our visual designer is on vacation this week, so he's not around and nobody else on the staff can do visual design, so I had to do it. Okay, the May jobs report released Friday showed the economy remained strong with more than 300,000 jobs created last month, while the unemployment rate rose to 3.7%. So it's 3.4, it rose to 3.7. Why would we added jobs? You would think that meant the unemployment rate would drop.
You would, but it didn't.
Right.
And it's a head scratcher for a lot of people, and that's really, if you will, the only good news, which sounds like it's counterintuitive. It's the only good news. The fact that the unemployment rate rose was sort of good news because that may give the Fed enough confidence to let interest rates remain where they are for one more cycle and then revisit them.
Right, because obviously people flow in and so in addition, there's three big things that are tracked. One that they track are the number of jobs created. Two that they track is the unemployment rate. The third is the people actually participating in the workforce. That's a huge thing because you get people who retire. Now imagine this: you retire you say, hey, I'm going to retire, and they go, well, you know what, you don't need, we're closing the factory, so you don't need to, you're going to retire anyway. And they go, oh, well, I don't care, I was going to retire anyway. So they report the job losses. You probably go on unemployment for 6 months, say, hey, I'm unemployed, but you're done. And then when your unemployment runs out, you just don't re-enter the workforce, right? Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of factors involved in this, but obviously people are trying to get back to work. Mm-hmm. So there's more people searching for jobs, so unemployment rose. 3.7% is still ridiculously low. Mm-hmm. And even though it was 0.3% in a month, I mean, it was up from 3.4%. So some people are going to say, oh my God, unemployment is up 10%. Because it went from 3.4 to 3.7.
Unemployment is up 10%. Unemployment is not 10%. It's just a 10% increase.
Okay. So I'm going to show you the chart I made first. Here's the chart. Now, before everybody freaks out and says, what the hell is this? Okay. I'm not a great designer, but this is what this is. The top little chart that's in the blue line is home prices from 1970 to today. This is the Fred Home Price Index, okay? Nationally. The bottom is also a Fred chart. It is the unemployment rate. Mm-hmm. So, and it's also from 1970, and those little vertical gray things are all the recessions. So I scaled the two to line them up so you could look at both of them at the same time. So you can see the chart on the bottom. Unemployment goes up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down, right through the whole thing. And then you look at the chart, which is home prices, WANA. It looks like these exactly move opposite. Like every time unemployment goes up, home prices crash. And then the next time, home prices crash, right?
No.
Oh, that's not happening in the chart.
No. Actually,
the chart doesn't reflect that at all. Matter of fact, the time of highest unemployment, 2020, home prices started skyrocketing. The only time what was funny was when the Great Recession, when housing prices started going down, unemployment was really low. And then when it peaked and started declining again, home prices kept dropping. Mm-hmm. So they actually moved together. They didn't move opposite like people said. So I would say statistically, there's zero correlation between unemployment and home prices, like zero correlation, none. There's no correlation. The other thing too is I could put the interest rate chart up here and you would look at the interest rate chart and it would just look just like this. Interest rates have no effect or very little effect on home prices. They do on affordability, but not on home prices.
Right. Yeah, and we have had the chart up before for that. So this is really interesting. If you would like to give Todd kudos for his visual aid over here, please feel free to put that in the comment and tell him what a great job he did. Right. He would really appreciate it, and I would appreciate it too.
Yeah, but especially since we have a very large staff here that do lighting, audio, video editing, and things like that. I will say this: all the stunts I do myself. I do not have a stunt double for all the stunts. I do those myself. Okay. All right, Juana. So not a super long video, but to all the people who will say, oh, but as soon as there's a recession, but Todd, that's what they say in the comments, but Todd, the recession, it's coming. And when it comes, home prices will fall. Well, if that's the case, why would anyone buy a house? Well, why buy a house at all? Just wait until the recession when home prices collapse 20 or 30%. It's never happened. It's not going to happen.
Right. So we've done the video before, and we've showed you the chart. In most recessions, home prices continue to climb. And
if you look, the chart's still up. If you look at the chart, you can see every little line thing is a recession. And in every single one, almost, home prices went up. And then the one where we went down, they started going down, but they caused the recession. Mm-hmm. The recession didn't cause home prices to go down. The housing market caused a big recession because it affected the banks, right? Okay, so I think that made the point. I'm going to take the chart down now so I don't have to look at my amazing talent.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay, so what did you think? Does this make sense to you? Is this good information? Did you like the video? Please leave us notes in the comments. We appreciate them. Please be nice to one another in the comments. We appreciate that too. Like the video, share the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified when another amazing video with Todd's artistic endeavor pops on YouTube.
I know.
And we'll see you on the next video.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.